Guys, how you doing? Pinnacle Gaming here. We are going to look at an alt mining character which will also be a skill farm. So in the long run, it will pay for its own plex each month just by extracting the skills, give or take a few 100 million. It used to be able to run a character with 4 implants and extract the skills at the end of the month, and that would pay for the plex. Now, depending on the price of the plex, depends whether you can still do that. So this is why we create a mining character in the process of doing a skill farm. So we don't just have alts sitting in station, learning skills and extracting. We actually put our characters out on the field so they can actually earn some ISK as well. Now, this video, the intention and purposes of this video is to look at the alts rather than the main characters. So we're already assuming that you have a main character, or you have a main character and a few alts, and you're trying to build up a little mining crew. Now, I've actually done this process a few times now, and I'm going to start a new character here just to show you what it's all about. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the link in the top of that bio. That is courtesy of Ace Face, so I'm not getting anything from this link. I'm using the link for Ace Face. You can thank me later, Ace. And you can go click on that link and you can create a new character and get 1 million free skill points. Okay, so that's the first thing you're going to do. The next thing you're going to do is we are going to look at this character's bio. This is Lana Maria Usain. Okay, this is the character's bio. This is the ship that we are intending to fly to start with. So this is your day one goal. Within 1 day, you are going to be able to, or within 1 hour, it's pretty much instantaneous, right? You're going to be able to fly this ship and you're going to be able to use all of the components on there. We can already use these shield enhancers and shield extenders. We can't use the strip miners. We can't use the mining upgrade lasers. And we definitely can't fly this ship. So this is a new character. We've got 0 skill points, or whatever skill points it is you start with. So this is the skill plan that we're going to be following here. We need to get up to a good level of cybernetics, level 5, so we can plug in our +5 implants. And also it's going to give us the ability to plug in an MX1005, which is a high wall mining implant, which increases the yield that you're going to get from your mining lasers. Then we need to learn all of these skills. Now, some of these skills we don't actually have at the moment. So we are going to need to invest some money to buy the skill books. Now, with any new character, you get a bunch of free stuff on a daily basis. So make sure you're always collecting your daily login rewards. And also at the same time, you've got your Crimson Harvest up at the moment, which is an event which has happened a couple of times now. It's usually in October. You can collect the rewards from that. You will get ISK, you will get skill point. The interesting thing and the most valuable thing about putting this character into the field is it will earn rewards on a daily basis. It will earn skill points. It will earn Eve marks. It will earn ISK. It will earn little packets of frigates or whatever you need. It all goes towards the cost and it all goes towards the learning. But Pin, I hear you cry, how much is this going to cost me to set this up? Well, you're going to have to buy a plex, right? You've got to plex the character somehow. Whether you've got an alt or a main or a friend, that can give you 500 plex. You can then plex your account. If not, you might have to spend real life money. But either way, you're going to have another character to do mining, and this is the only time you will need to plex the account. Okay, so you're going to need some implants, right? You're going to need your +5s. You are going to need, which ones are you going to need? To be honest, later on you only need 2, but at this stage it's best to get all 5 of them. So you're going to need your memory, your neural, your ocular, your social, and your cybernetics. They're all +5s. Once you've got those, you're going to need some skill books. Now, I will do a whole list of what you need and how much it's going to cost at the end. First of all, you're going to need your mining upgrade skill book, which is going to allow you to use the mining upgrade lasers. You need your astrogeology skill book, and you need your mining barge skill book. That's the only skill books you're going to need at the moment. You start with the rest of them. Once you've done that, we are ready to inject our skills, the 1 million skill points that we get free. Now, if you want to start mining straight away, there is one additional cost, and you will need to buy a small injector, a small skill injector, not a large one, a small one. I think it's about 190 million for that. Or something around 180 million, maybe a current market price. Now that will allow you to basically inject all of the skills that you need to get out there on the field and start mining. Now in this skill plan, you can see my skill points is 1.5 million. What I've actually done is I bought a large one. So all that's done is allow me to move my mining barge level 1 up to mining barge level 4.5. That's all it's done. You only need mining barge level 1 to get out there, fly that retriever. Fly that retriever and start mining with your crew. So what position are we in at the moment? We can now fly and use the ship. We can use the lasers, we can use the mining upgrades, and we can fly the barge. So what does it cost us so far for this? We had to buy a 500 Plex. That cost 2.9 billion. We had to buy a mining upgrade skill book, an astrogeology skill book, and a mining barge skill book. They cost 100,000, 500,000, and 750,000 ISK. We bought a small skill injector for 180 million. We bought 5 implants plus 5s, all for 100 million each. And the barge and fittings itself cost 71 million. So at this stage you're ready to go and mine, but let's queue up some stage 2 skills. Now these skills here are going to be the yield. They're going to increase the amount you can mine. There is only one skill book you're going to need here, and that's the Exhumer's skill book, which is the Tech 2 barges. This is going to cost you about 30 million to buy. So you can grab that from the market. Costs a little bit more in Jita, but 2 jumps and you can grab that for 30 mil. So what the skills are we've got here, we've got your mining upgrades to make sure we can use the Tech 2 lasers. We have your mining level 5 to make sure that you can pull in more yield. We have Spaceship Command, Astrogeology, and Exhumers. Apart from Spaceship Command, the rest of them will actually improve the amount you can pull in. So at this stage as well, if you wanted to invest a little bit more and increase the yield, you can plug in your Highwall MX 1005 implant. That's going to cost you 125 mil. So the total cost for stage 2 is going to be 155 million, a little bit less than it was to start with. But then this is going to take you about 40 to 50 days to train all of these skills, and then you're ready for your Tech 2 mining ship, and you can also find that fitting in the bio of Lana Maria Usain. So that's all you're going to need. Next, we can see it in action. So we've got 9 miners here, 8 miners actually, and 1 porpoise giving the boosts. Bottom left-hand side of that window of 9 accounts, you can see Lana Maria Usain. And she's out there, she's mining away, pulling in about 1/3 of the other miners, but she's out there and she's giving it large. And that's what you got to do, right? So if you're interested in building a mining crew, follow these simple steps, and it's going to cost you minimal amount of ISKs. Okay, fly safe and enjoy, and I will speak to you later on.